Welcome back to DJ Call Play Legacy. Today we have Josh on Grixis Delver and David on Goblins. For Josh's opening hand, we have a Delver of Secrets, Brainstorm, Mishra's Bauble, Murktide Regent, Underground Sea, Scalding Tarn, and Undercity Sewers. For David, we have a Mountain, Shatterskull Smashing, Muxus, Goblin Grandee, Name Sticker Goblin, Goblin War Chief, Goblin Rabble Master, and a Simian Spirit Guide. Turn 1 for David, we have a Mountain and Pass. Josh will untap and draw. Play an Underground Sea and cast a Delver of Secrets. He'll then cast a Mishra's Bauble. And then he'll pass the turn. David will untap and draw. Play the Shatterskull as a land, untap, paying 3 life. Looks like he'll exile the Simian Spirit Guide. For 3 mana, play Goblin War Chief. In response to that, Josh is going to cast a Daze, returning the Underground Sea to his hand. That'll resolve. David will pass the turn. Josh will untap, add his upkeep. He'll look at the top card, but choose not to reveal it, and he'll draw. He'll then play a Scalding Tarn, move to attack and attack for 1. That'll go through. Second main phase, he'll crack the Scalding Tarn, going down to 19. He'll get a Volcanic Island. And cast a Dragon's Rage Channeler. He'll then activate the Bauble, targeting David, revealing a Goblin Ringleader. Josh will pass the turn. At David's upkeep, Josh will draw a card. David will then draw per turn. David will then pass the turn from there. Josh will untap, and at his upkeep, or the Delver trigger, he's going to Brainstorm. So trigger the Dragon's Rage Channeler. He'll Surveil 1. He'll keep it on top and resolve the Brainstorm. Delver trigger will reveal a Force of Will that will transform the Delver of Secrets into Insectile Aberration. Josh will then play a Wasteland and activate it, targeting the Shatterskull. Without Delirium, he'll go to combat and attack for 4. David will take it down to 12. Josh will pass the turn. David will untap and draw. He'll play an Ancient Tomb. Take 2, going down to 10. He'll play the Name Sticker Goblin. In response, Josh is going to cast a Force of Will, pitching a Murktide Regent, paying 1 life. That'll trigger the Dragon's Rage Channeler. He'll bin a land. David did pass the turn, so Josh drew per turn. We'll play an Underground Sea. Cast a Ponder, trigger Dragon's Rage Channeler. He'll keep it on top. He'll then keep the 3 cards on top of his library from the Ponder and draw. With Delirium active now, Josh will go to combat and swing for 6. David down to 4. Josh will pass the turn. David will untap and draw. On the way out, he'll concede the game from there. Moving on to sideboards, for Josh, we're going to be taking out 2 Stifle and 2 Daze, bringing in 3 Hydroblasts and a Plague Engineer. For David, he's going to be taking out 2 Battlecry Goblin and 2 Goblin Ringleader, bringing in 2 Unlicensed Hearse and 2 Magus of the Moon. Let's take a look at those opening hands. For Josh, we have a Delver's Secrets, 2 Ponder, Bloodstained Mire, Underground Sea, and 2 Scalding Tarn. Mulligan to 6, he'll scry the Underground Sea to the bottom. For David, we have an Ancient Tomb, Cavern of Souls, Muxus, Goblin Grandee, Name Sticker Goblin, Shatterskull Smashing, Broadside Bombardiers, and a Simian Spirit Guide. David on the play, start off with an Ancient Tomb, pitching a Simian Spirit Guide. He'll tap the Underground Tomb, going down to 18, and with 3 mana, he's going to cast the Name Sticker Goblin. Looks like he's going to pick Delusionary for 6 mana and cast Muxus, Goblin Grandee. Reading and resolving away, David will reveal the top 6 cards of his library. Looks like all he got was a Goblin Rabblemaster. David will then move to combat. He'll get a token, and he'll attack with that token, and pass the turn. Josh will untap and draw. He'll play Scalding Tarn. He'll get a Volcanic Island. And cast a Delver of Secrets. He'll then pass the turn from there. David will untap and draw. Play Cavern of Souls, naming Goblin. He'll tap for red. He'll float 3 mana, going down to 16, and cast Broadside Bombardiers. Moving to combat, he'll make another Goblin token. Looks like he's swinging in with the team. Looks like Josh is going to skip the math and concede the game from there. For Game 3, sideboards will remain the same. With Josh on the play, let's take a look at his opening hand. We have a Delver of Secrets, Hydroblast, Ponder, Murktide Regent, Volcanic Island, Wasteland, and a Scalding Tarn. Moving over to David, we have an Ancient Tomb, Unlicensed Hearse, Magus of the Moon, Broadside Bombardiers, 2 Goblin Rabblmasters, and a Simian Spirit Guide. Alrighty, Josh on the play. We're going to start off with a Scalding Tarn and pass the turn. David will untap and draw. Start his turn off by playing Ancient Tomb. He'll tap it, going down to 18, getting 2 mana. Pitch a Simian Spirit Guide. And cast a Goblin Rabblemaster. Josh will respond by activating the Scalding Tarn, going down to 19. Getting an Underground Sea. And he will Hydroblast to counter the Goblin Rabblemaster. That'll go through. David will pass. Josh will untap and draw. Activating it, hitting the Ancient Tomb. We'll then cast a Delver of Secrets and pass the turn. David will untap and draw. Play a Mountain. And pass the turn. Josh will untap and add his upkeep, not reveal a card, and draw per turn. He'll then move to combat, attack for 1, Second main phase, he'll play a Volcanic Island and cast a Dragon's Rage Channeler. With that resolved, he'll then move to cast a Ponder, triggering the DRC. He'll bin a land, resolve the Ponder, and he'll take the draw. He'll then pass a turn from there. David will untap and draw, playing a Cavern of Souls, naming Goblin. He'll pay 2 mana and cast a Chalice of the Void on 1. Josh will cast a Force of Will, using a Murktide Regent, countering the Chalice. He'll then also have the Surveil trigger on the DRC, and he'll keep it on top. David will pass a turn, Josh will untap, and at his upkeep, he'll reveal a Lightning Bolt off the Delver trigger. So that will flip the Delver, he'll go to draw. Without Delirium, he'll go to combat and attack for 4. David down to 13. Second main phase, Josh will cast another Dragon's Rage Channeler. He'll then pass a turn from there. David will untap and draw, play a City of Traders, tap it, and cast an Unlicensed Hearse. That will resolve. David will pass a turn. Looks like at Josh's upkeep, David's looking to activate the Hearse. Looks like with that activation, he'll target both instants that are in his graveyard. Josh will then draw per turn. He'll start his turn off by casting a Ponder with 2 DRC triggers. So he'll bin with the first one, and bin with the second one. He'll then resolve the Ponder, he'll keep him on top and draw a card. He'll then play a Wasteland. Looks like he'll activate it, targeting the City of Traders. He'll go to combat, and without Delirium, he'll attack for 5, putting David down to 8. He'll then pass a turn. David will untap and draw. He'll then pass a turn from there. Josh will untap and draw. He'll start off by casting a Lightning Bolt targeting David. Both of them realizing Josh has lethal, David will concede the game. Once again, be sure to like the video and subscribe, and thanks for watching.